Hey, what's going on, everybody? This Monster here, back in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and we're gonna go on our first quest. Not gonna take any time explaining anything. We're just gonna get right into it. Starting off with our first quest, which is Harvest Shroom. I know the last video we didn't do a whole lot. It was a lot of kind of intros. No, I'm not canceling. There's a lot of intros and not much actual gameplay and content. It's a lot of explaining things. So here's where we're going to explain how the game works and quests. So here's our base camp. It's been fixed up nicely. Another little intro video here to that, but hopefully we won't have much more of those. So we're going to get our little alerts from her. I don't need to know about that. Let's go ahead. I know the blue box is our supply box. It delivers us items at the start of a quest. So we have our first aid, rations to keep our stamina bar up, whetstones to sharpen our blade, and paintballs to mark large monsters on the map. So we're going to go ahead and eat those rations. And you just take a look at the stamina bar there. It goes up and then up. So stamina's at max right now at 150. And you see the clock in the top left corner. It's a little different. It's up to almost, but it's 50 minutes. That's the typical time limit you have on quests. So we're going to go ahead and try and find some of those special mushrooms under our quest info. Not special, unique. I apologize. So we have to deliver 3 of them. We have 50 minutes to do so. I hope I don't exceed my time limit, guys. This could be rough. But here are these unique little guys here. I cannot remember exactly. I think these are called Altaroths. They hit the mushroom areas, suck up their little juices, and we can hit them and get some possibly rare materials out of them. So say they drop the shiny objects on the ground. Let's see what we can get. Insect husk. Wow. Probably the least valuable thing we could have gotten. And an Altaroth stomach, which is kind of rare, so we might hold on to that. Let me, my pack is full. Let me swap out my whetstones. I'm not going to need them for this quest, hopefully. So we're going to go ahead and start searching here. Got our first unique mushroom already. But we're full, so I'm going to have to swap out again. And I'll swap out for the first aid. We're not going to need that during this quest, even though I did just get hit. 2 unique mushrooms already from the start. Perfect, perfect. So we're going to head on into this area. The whole map's opened up. Right now, I'm not going to worry about much. I'm just going to get through this quest and get back to the base camp. And, yeah. We got our 3rd mushroom. Awesome. So I'm going to head back to base camp, but one last thing I'm going to show you guys is there's a little bug here, and you have a bug net, so you can hit this and catch just some bugs. And bitter bugs are really good combining items. So I'm going to swap that out with a ration. Don't need those anymore. And we're going to head back to base camp. I'll see you guys there. We're back at base camp. All right, so we just go over here to this red box, the delivery box. Okay, lady, I'm explaining. Stop it. Deliver our unique mushrooms, and that's it. Quest complete. So we just got a little time frame here to just chill out and wait. And one last mechanic, well, not last, but another mechanic is fishing in the game. So you drop your little worm in there. Fish will come up to it. You see? Come on. You got to time it whenever they hit, and see the bobber go under, but I can't really do that right now because I'm in a quest complete screen. So we completed our first quest, everyone. First quest is down. Took us all of, well, like 2 minutes, but, you know. So at end of a quest, you always have a reward box. So starting off the game, since you give us some supply items, it's going to help us out throughout the game, such as blue mushroom, ivy, honey. Honey is basically your godsend in this game. If you're low on honey, you're not going to do so well. And I'll explain why a little later once we really get into it. Right now, it's not important. But yeah, so we're going to save and head back to the village and see what's new for us here. Alright, so there's some people that want to talk to us, it seems. The kids don't really care to talk to them so much. So I'm going to drop off all of my items, and we'll go back to the quest counter to see what she has for us now. Alright, so we have a lot more quests she's given us from the very first Harvesting Mushrooms one. So let's take a look right here. We got Sunken Treasures, Goldfish for fishing, Kelpie Horns. I already have 2 of those. I can go drop them off really quick. Delivering Monster Guts, and then our Farm Aid. I'm probably not going to show a lot of these just because it's really just tedious work doing these. But Farm Aid. Slay 5 Jagaya, our first monster slaying quest. I think that's a good one for us to do. So I'll show you guys this and we'll get right out into the wilderness. Alright, so we just came into this area and we see our first Jagaya. So the little ones are Jagai, and the Jagai are the larger, thicker, more well-defined, menacing looking monsters. So it takes about 3 hits to kill these guys and knock them out. 1 hit on these little guys. They're quite weak. Not worrying about them, but I do want to carve them and see if I can get some materials, because they do yield some decent early game stuff for upgrading materials possibly, and weapons. Good, I got a monster bone small. That's awesome. I need those. Those are always good to have. Always want monster bones if you can get them. They hit me, do very little damage, but that's just because they're really nuisance enemies more than anything that stop you from getting your carves. And that's really the only purpose these guys serve. So we're going to head into Area 6 now, and there's the rest of the Jagai. We're going to mine this really quick. Iron ore. Yeah, see, that's what I mean by they're really nuisances more than anything, is they prevent you from getting those items. They just crowd up around you. We're just going to get this big sword and swing it all around and try and take them out if we can. Yep, and we took 2 of them out. Not worrying about carves too much. Going to finish mining that iron so we can upgrade this weapon. That's my priority. Ow. Whetstone again. Wow. Iron ore. Alright, these guys are really getting on my nerves. So you just chain attacks basically with this weapon and just let them come at you. Easy mechanic. I always roll after attacks because it gets you a quicker start getting to your target, just so you can get out of there. And unlike Dark Souls, which I kind of compared the game to earlier, there's like a no invincibility frame whenever you roll like that. There's only an invincibility frame when you're running away from a large monster. We've not come into contact with a large monster yet, but that gives you an invincibility frame to jump and dive out of the way. Oh, well, what am I doing? So I believe we have 1 or 2 more of these Jagai to kill. We'll just check our quest info real quick. So we have 1 more. It's a really nice, decent learning curve they give you. And I've played this game so much that I'm not going to have too much of a challenge until much later on in the game. But here's our last Jagai. I'm going to see if I can finish him off with a power attack. Yep. Yeah, so that power attack really makes a huge difference in how much damage you deal. So we're just going to do a little victory celebration. Just going to clap there. Clap at our enemies. Well, they want to hit me, so if they want to be jerks and they can. I'm just going to run away and see if I can get some more iron ore. So we completed our quest, and I'll see you guys at the quest objectives. Or objectives. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys at the quest rewards box. Alright, we got our nice big fat quest complete there. We're going to see what rewards we got from killing off our first set of monsters. We get a hide, honey, paint berry, scales, fangs, scales, and yep. So this game, it's all about percentage based on what your rewards can be. There's a lot of algorithms that go into it, and especially when you're trying to get extremely rare items later on for making and upgrading that weapon, that's when the game turns really grindy. So you could spend probably like 20 quests in a row. You're trying to get an item that only has a 1% drop rate and never get it, and you have your friend with you that goes out and does the quest first time and he gets that drop, and you get pissed off because you've been doing it for hours and hours. But yeah, I've had that happen to me countless times. So it can be really tedious and grindy, like I said, but that's part of how the game works. It's one of those grindy type games that people just get sucked into. Alright, so that's our first slaying quest taken down. Our first regular quest taken down. And we have a couple more here. I'm just gonna take care of some of these, and I'll see what we get up. I'll see if anything interesting happens. How about that? Alright guys, so I've been doing this Monster Guts quest, trying to harvest some materials, and it looks like it's been interrupted by something, and that's our something. Wow, yeah, that's almost the in-game boss right there. He's massive, very intimidating, and he may not look like much, and she's letting us know right now this is not good at all. That's the Lagiacrus, the thing that's causing the earthquakes in the village, and everybody's terrified of. So, I'm way too inexperienced to fight this right now, but you know, we're gonna do it anyways. And his roar makes it where I can't even move. So, looking at this monster, I know how to fight him. I've fought him 100 times before. But just looking at him, oh, I'm glad I blocked that. He looks reminiscent of like an alligator almost, but mixed with a dragon. He clearly has some lightning capabilities. And underwater, this thing is just a beast to fight. He's very tough. And basically, I have no chance of doing much anything to him from the start of the game. I'm going to give it my best shot, and if I happen to die, I guess that's just how it goes. So, and yeah, my weapon just bounced right off of him. He doesn't do a ton of damage yet, fortunately, because it's lower in the game. They're not going to make it unfair from the very start. I'm going to try and hack away if I can. Likely, if I kept this up, I could take him out, even though it's early on in the game. I've had so much experience fighting him before. Oh, that's not good. I started another attack when I shouldn't have. Oh, I barely got out of range of that. I'm going to try my charge attack here. Let's hope it hits. Yes, it hit, but I also got hit. Sometimes I sacrifice a hit or two to make sure I get that attack off, because it's really powerful and helps out. So basically, I'm the type of guy that just spams these power attacks every chance I get. Gotta block his tail swinging around there. So this game, just showing off how to fight this boss, it's all about learning their movesets. Chances are, first time you come across a new boss or large monster like this, you're gonna get knocked out and you're gonna get pretty much pooped on. But it's all about learning how to fight that monster over and over again. It might take you, if it's a difficult monster, 2 or 3 tries before you even get the hang of that particular enemy. But it's all about trial and error, really, in this game. And it can get grindy, and you can get to a point in the game where you just get completely stuck. And I remember, I think there was one part in this game that I got stuck at, and my very first Monster Hunter game, I got stuck on one quest that I actually, since I had the game when I was like 9 or 10 years old, I had been stuck on this quest until just a few months ago I actually completed it. It was like a great weight had been lifted off my shoulders, but it then gave me that, well, now what feeling. Like I did something that took me basically 10 years to complete, which is ridiculous when it comes to like video games. Just like that last level that you could never beat on your favorite game, and you get back into it after playing it and putting it down for years, and you turn around and you beat it like first or second try, and it's just that feeling, but it's like part of your childhood at the same time. Anyways, getting way into something else that I shouldn't be. But yeah, so this game, all about trial and error. I'm going to keep fighting this guy for a little bit, seeing how well it goes, probably highlight some of the better parts, and if I just die, then that's just that. I just get KO'd. There's not much I can really do about it. Oh god, that's a hard hit. Oh man, yeah, that's not good timing on that heal either. I'm out of I have some potions I crafted, and you see I have a new sword here that I upgraded from the previous version, so hopefully that'll help out in the fight some. Yeah, like I said, this isn't going to be a full-on, like, everything I'm doing in the game walkthrough. I'll do a little bit of grinding, off camera and stuff like that, but for the most part I'm just going to show you guys the meat and like the main quests and stuff within the game. And so far I've been fighting for another like a minute or two, and I have not put a dent into him at all. Like, he still is exactly where he was. So I'm going to keep trying at this until... Oh yeah, my oh, my air's getting low. That's not good. Just take this oxygen supply here. I'm gonna try a charge attack here on his head. Oh yeah, it's a good hit, but I might get hit. Oh, we're good. We're good. Yeah, it's the only thing about using this great sword underwater is it's so slow. So he's heading out of this area. I'm gonna take this opportunity, see if I can get the rest of the materials I need to complete this quest from these guys. Hopefully, can't speak. Hopefully so. I need some monster guts. Let's see if we can get that off, just so in case I die, I don't have to go way back through things. So that's one. I'm looking and I only have one right now, so I'm going to try and get some more. Alright, I need just 2 more from this guy. And let's see here. Oh, yeah. Alright, so if you look in the top left there, my weapon sharpness has gone down. So after using your blade or whatever weapon, awesome, monster guts. If you use it for just without ever really worrying about it, your sharpness will decrease. And so you have to take a whetstone or a mini whetstone that they provide you with, apply that to the weapon, so you sharpen your sword there, and boom, your sharpness is back and to normal, so you can do the proper amount of damage. Alright, he's pissed off again. He's roaring at us from the very start as soon as we get in here. I have a camera lock on him just so it makes tracking him a little bit easier. He's shooting those lightning balls at us. If that hits, that does a lot of damage, as you saw just a second ago. I'm down to 1 healing item, so that's going to be kind of rough trying to carry this fight out. My weapon just continually keep bounces off. I can't even talk. I'm so focused on this. Oh, that can hurt really bad if that hits. So I'm targeting that chest and arm area there. His chest is his weak point. His chest and head. I'm trying to stay away from that tail when he swings that around. So on these monsters, there's a lot of detail put into how they interact with the weapons. So certain areas you see it just bounces off. Then other areas, I'll get a good clean cut on them. The higher your sharpness, the easier to cut through. And as you see now, there's like a water symbol next to my name. I got hit with, or I barely dodged his tail, but it had enough to like buffer me a little bit and stagger me, and it hit me with some water. So that water blight slows down my stamina regeneration there, so it's extremely sluggish trying to get that, and that can really hurt you in a fight. And there's different types of that blight, they're called. So this is water blight, I believe. I'm going to block. Oh, that was rough. So I've got water blight on me now, which is really slows you down when you're trying to fight with stamina. But it just went away, so we're going to get back into it, try and cut him up some more. Just bounced off. So I really can't put a dent in this guy yet in the game. I don't even know if it's possible to do much to him early on like this. I'm going to continue testing it. Hopefully I get some damage off. It's all about dodging, timing those dodges properly, timing your attacks. It's all about timing. It's not necessarily terribly challenging, and the game doesn't really like screw you over as something like Dark Souls would. I might compare it to that some, but it's really not the same experience as that. There's no health bar. You have to play just by feel and pay attention to the monsters themselves. Alright, but it looks like he's heading out of the water. So whenever this guy gets out of the water is really your chance to really wail on him. I'm going to target the tail while they're zoomed in. And I'm just bouncing off, so that's great. But yeah, you can actually break different parts and chop the tail off, give me an extra carve on the monster. So I'm going to try and go for that. Alright, so he's fatigued right now, so I'm going to try and get a charge attack in. Oh, I hit him, but he also hit me, so that we traded shots there. Oh, hopefully that doesn't hit. Okay, barely missed, barely missed. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just bouncing off that tail, so that's not a spot I should be attacking right now. So he's drooling from the mouth there. He's fatigued, he's sluggish. I can really get some hits off on him, but I'm out of healing materials. Don't have much to help me. He does that slide. He's a lot slower on the ground, easier to attack. Much better combat. One time. Oh, I barely dodged that attack. Yeah, now this is really my chance to get some damage off on him, because in the water he's got the advantage, but on land it's definitely my advantage. So I'm going to get a charge attack here if I can. And I missed, just barely. Wow. See if I can do any damage to him. I haven't done much at all yet. This is really just like hit my head on a brick wall. There, he got staggered a little bit there. Awesome. So that's our first sign that we've done a little something to him at least. He's doing this little side bash attack. Alright, so I'm going to try and get a charge attack in while he's... I overcharged it. God. Yeah, the mistakes like that you can't make. That's the difference between battle and... or like winning and losing. Oh, he just went to rage mode. This isn't good. So he's got that steam and lightning coming out of his mouth. He is pissed. His energy's up, and he's ready to really just like kick my ass, basically. He's moving quicker, and that gives him the advantage, even on land, really. So I really am just strafing, trying to get around where I can get a good attack position on him. Oh, I'm gonna have to block this one. I won't be able to roll out of that. So I've fought this guy so much, I have a lot of experience. So basically, it's kind of cheating early on in the game, being able to fight like this, but I really don't have much of a... I really can't help it. I just love fighting, especially being a challenge like this and way underpowered and everything. Seeing what I can do to him. Oh yeah, that's heavy damage he just took on me, especially in rage mode. He does way more damage. Let's see what he's going to try and do here. Alright, so he's going to do that little bite chomp. I need one more monster guts to be able to get out of here, because I'm not going to be able to beat this guy. It's already been going on for about 15 minutes and I haven't done anything to him yet. Yeah, he is not happy with me at all. I'm going to head back into the water for just a second. Hopefully he won't hit me from behind. Oh, get in the water. Okay, we're good, we're good. I'm back in the water. It'll take him a second to decide to get back in here. And he's still shooting lightning at me, which is not good. I need to try and stay away from him. Can't really see him here. He's still targeting me, still shooting that lightning. Gotta stay out of the way of that. But it looks like I'm far enough away now where he can't really hit me. So I'm going to take that opportunity to attack some of these guys over here, see if I can get one more monster guts. And I might let him cart me, or, well, you'll see. I'm probably going to die if I keep fighting anyway, so I'm just going to try and get this monster guts and get back to the fight. Alright, so I picked up my monster guts. The guy decided he was going to join me in the water, but he just decided to curl up and rest there, so I'm going to try and get a charge attack off on him real quick. Perfect, got one. Alright, so we're just going to keep wailing on him. He probably did not like that very much, and I can't really blame him, so... Alright, so we're out of range of that, fortunately. Oh, bounce off. That is not good for us. Ooh. I'm gonna do that little, like, underwater roll there. Stay away from him. Hit the head. Perfect, perfect. Awesome. We got him toppled over. Did some heavy damage, and I messed up my chance to attack, of course. So you can get him to flinch like that and knock him down. And that's really, if you're playing online with friends, this is multiplayer. If you get him knocked down like that, everybody just gangs up on him right then and just deals massive damage, really. My weapon power's decreased. I'm not going to be able to cut through him at all now. Need to sharpen the blade, but right now is not a good time for that. Ooh. I need to wait, give him just a give myself an opening so I can sharpen. It takes a lot of time sharpening, especially underwater. He's gonna, this is probably a bad time. If I get lucky, oh, I did not get lucky at all. Yeah, one more hit and I'm done for, really. Fighting him this underpowered is not a good idea, and he's hiding behind that wall there. I gotta stay away on this attack. Alright, well, he didn't power up and do it like I thought he was going to. So fortunately I have another shot. Oh, that's rough. Alright, come on. I'm fighting for no reason. Can't do anything to him. Just bouncing off. But I'm staying out of the way for the most part. Coming into this fight without anything to heal with, not a good idea. Oh, I gotta block that. So yeah, I'm out of healing items, out of pretty much everything. And I might die here in just a second or two. Alright, so luckily I dodged that too. Oh, this looks like the end. Oh, I had that shield up, or my greatsword's block up. So fortunately, with a greatsword, you can turn it sideways and block some attacks like this. But at the same time, it does reduce your weapon's sharpness, and you do take a little bit of damage. It's not nearly as valuable as a... Oh man, I don't know how I just dodged that. It's having something like a lance, which hardly takes any damage whenever you block with it. Oh wow, this is... Alright, so I'm going to swim between these two shots here, get a headshot on him. Okay, you don't have to respond when I press a button. Thanks, controller, I appreciate that. Alright, so... Yeah, this is like about... Oh man. Alright, we finally broke a piece off of him. I think I broke his claws there a little bit, so that gives us an opportunity at a quest reward item. I think that pretty much caused the fight. I broke one tiny claw on him. So, yay, I did damage. Finally. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the village. There's no way I can keep doing this right now. But it looks like I got everything I needed for this quest here to deliver these monster guts, and I'll see you guys back at base camp with the quest rewards. Alright, so we're going to drop off our quest items here. So our 3 monster guts delivered. Quest is complete. And now we just got to wait a few seconds. Gonna lay down on the bed here, rest up, get my health back, and we're gonna head back to the village as soon as I get these awesome quest rewards here. So I got our nice quest complete sign, and we're gonna see what this quest... Alright guys, that's what I was talking about. So right down here, starting off the game, wow, this is kind of uncommon to have happen, but since I broke that claw, in this area here, I have wound/capture rewards. So I wounded him, and I'm going to get a reward from him. Normally, you wouldn't get this early in the game unless you've like actually did the same thing I did and fought, but it'd take a really good while. So I'm fortunate to have this early on. It's a really rare item, a sharp claw that grows on the fin. Not pretty enough to command good money, but it's extremely valuable for upgrading your weapons. So that's awesome we got that early on. Alright, so here we are back in the village. We got a little cutscene here getting introduced to our fishing fleet, I believe. They go out and they fish for us, bring us back some nice tasty fish and supplies. But I think I'm going to end it here, guys. I'm really happy I got to show off some more combat and some monster fighting this episode, especially against the Lagiacrus, awesome in-game boss. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Be Be sure to let me know down below what you thought of the video. Like, if you're new, subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more of this coming soon of Monster Hunter in my series. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been the Rockness Monster, and I'll see you guys next time in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.